Okay, my friends, it's time to add our glow-in-the-dark Chalkology ink to our project. So if you were with me the other day, I took a black shirt and a transfer stencil and I used gel bleach cleaning solution. So it was like something you would use in the bathroom. And this is the result I got. I did try putting it out in the sun the next day, but we didn't really have a lot of sun. And I think that it has to be wet for it to really cure any more than this or to get any brighter. So this is really what happened just after the reaction of the, the bleach within that gel on the shirt. And I'm kind of happy with this color because it's kind of seems like it works for this design and for the saying. So I'm not too upset with it. I don't know if I could have gotten any whiter if I tried to, but I think it's plenty bright, but we're going to have some fun with it now. I did let it dry all the way. I have not washed it, but it's dry all the way. So I'm going to go ahead and take my transfer stencil, which I have washed completely, and I'm going to lay it right back over top of the same design that I already have on here. Okay. And luckily our transfer stencils are pretty translucent. So it's helpful for when you're doing something like this. I'm hoping I'm going to get it on there exactly right. But if I don't have it 100%, it's not going to be too terrible. I think I'm going to be able to get it pretty close. And if I can get it in a couple areas straight, then I feel like the rest of it will fall into place. I do have my shirt on an ink mat again, because that's what you do when you're inking something, or even like when I did the bleach the other day. So this is just going to take a few minutes. This is the challenge, to try to get it lined up, over top of what you had before. And then once you do, you want to just smooth out your transfer. Now see, I can tell over here, it's not exactly on it, but it could be just because of the way the t-shirt was laying when I did the I can't get it on there at all. When I did the project. Now the problem is I've chosen an ink mat that's not super duper sticky, and that is also impeding my progress. You definitely want an ink mat that's going to grab a hold of your shirt so that it doesn't move around. So bear with me, because this is the biggest time consumer when you're doing something like this, just trying to get it relined up. All right, let's see how that looks. Let us see how that looks. I can tell his little, I'm adjusting the shirt a little bit underneath as well. I mean, I'd like it to match up as much as possible. Let's see. I feel like sometimes your shirt, shifts when it's in these things, because your transfer is not going to change its shape. So it's definitely the shirt and how it's lying. Ooh, laying, I guess is the right term. Let's see, over here, I don't like that my E is not meshing up. So let's see if we can get that on there. And see how that looks. See how that looks. All right, I think we're going to go with that. And I'm going to smooth it out, make sure I have no bumps or bubbles, okay? And as you can see, it's pretty good. Not 100%, but it's pretty good. You're still going to be able to see it when it glows at night. You're still going to get to see the glow in the dark. So this is our glow in the dark ink. It's a brand new, I was going to say bottle. It's a brand new jar. I have not opened yet. And this is how they come sealed when you get them brand new, so that they're protected in shipment. And they stay nice and moist until you're ready to use it. Now, don't waste any of that stuff on the lid. Because you see how much of that is on there? You want to get that into your jar, if possible. Now, be careful, because right now I'm being kind of casual and cavalier with it. I have ink on top of a shirt that if I get it on there, it is going to show up. So I do need to try to be careful. I'm just going to grab this much for right now, and we're going to start working it onto the transfer stencil. And it doesn't take a lot, you guys. Right over top of where the silk screen is. Okay. Covering the entire silk screen. And you can do the glow in the dark over top any color ink. So it didn't have to be just, oh, I've done a bleach project, I want to put glow in the dark over top of it. No, you can do it over top of any ink. You just want to make sure your ink is dry completely before you go to this next step. And we also have glow in the dark chalk paste, in case you didn't know that. Both are super fun. And, I love things like that. Just added unexpected element. Let's see. Just make sure you cover it all. Be careful over here on the edges. Okay, almost done. Got a little bit hanging out there. I just need this one last little section and we'll be done. And I'm using the angled side of the squeegee, and I'm applying it, and then I'm just pulling off any extra and moving it down to any other areas that I haven't covered. Hopefully, I think it looks like I've gotten everything, and I really don't have a lot of extra. So I think I'm in good shape there. And I do notice up here that it's not lined up 100%. It's going to be okay. I'm going to let it go. Now, remember, this is ink, so it does need to dry completely here's the best part. We're going to pull this off. You're not going to see a whole lot of difference because it's glow in the dark and it's kind of clear. That's almost kind of funny because it's like a ghost effect, right? So I'm not going to be too upset about that. But you'll see it a little bit. It'll dry a little more clear than that. You won't be able to tell that it's on there. But I will let it dry. Usually I will let it sit for either 24 hours and then I will heat set it, or I will speed it up with a blow dryer and then I'll heat set it. But then once I heat set it, it'll be ready to go. And you can wash it, or you don't have to wash it. I will probably run it through a rinse cycle at least because it had the bleach on it. But you can wash it and wear it, or just wear it. If you've just used ink, you can just heat set it and wear it without washing it and be ready to go. So anyway, that's that is how you apply the Chalkology glow in the dark ink. And I can't wait to share the what it looks like tomorrow night with you. Actually, it'll probably be tonight. When I show this video, it'll be that same night. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it goes in the dark. I hope that you like this technique and this idea, and that you love this cute little transfer. If you're interested in it, just just type ghost in the comments and I'll be sending you the link. And until I see you next time, be safe, be healthy, be blessed, and be so inspired.